gosh, I should have worn it today. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, then I would wear mine.
Yeah. I'm fine.
No. On top of your hat?
Don't be
I
nice.
thought about that the other day. I was like, Cade is literally always wearing a hat. Like, I don't think I ever see your head.
I mean, it's not always.
Why are you hiding it from
most
us?
of the time.
Show us your head, sir. Oh my!
How do you do?
Top of the morning to you.
Welcome to No Bummers. It's a podcast where we talk about whatever we want, and the only rule is no bummers. Each week, we talk about things that we've been hyper fixated on, as well as each of us has prepared a topic that the other hosts don't know ahead of time. I am always wearing a hat. Cade Larson.
My throat just gurgled. Jackie Hall.
And I'm Morgan.
Pretty boring, but
That's all I have to offer today.
oh no!
You're gorgeous.
Thanks.
You get a crown. It's pretend, but
Thank you.
No, it isn't. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is that okay?
Is what okay?
I
Yeah.
thought you were talking and then
I was just gonna say mine, but you go.
My hyperfixation is candy corn pumpkins again. That's all.
I believe it's been said enough on this podcast.
I'll say it as many times as I need to.
They are so good. I still haven't had any yet this season.
Maybe I'll bring some.
This season. But yeah.
They're precious to me. And the kids are always like, do you have pumpkins today? And I always have pumpkins today.
And you're like, not for you, sucker.
Sucker. Except when I dropped all of them on the ground, then I'm like, maybe some for you, sucker. If I miss any.
Yeah. If your little hands can grab them before I pick them up.
Yep. Pinata.
Little hands. They're like
Teenager hands. They're the same size as us.
I mean, what is a teenager?
I know. I call them like my precious babies all the time, and they're like, we're 17. I'm like, all right.
How is mommy's dashing boy?
Ducky. That's my dashing boy. Okay, yeah, that's it. Candy corn pumpkins.
I have been rewatching Survivor a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So just Survivor. I rewatched Island of the Idols. So I saw Euroflame Elaine.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
She's delightful.
Dazzling.
Yeah.
Love her.
A dazzling
so much.
personality.
She
like
really does.
She could light up any room.
She could. That's why I love her.
Yeah.
She's wonderful. Have you met? Or you clearly no.
Have you met Elaine?
Do you know who Elaine is?
I was just laughing because that's like what people always say about the victims of
She could light up a room.
Light up a room.
I sincerely hope that
he
Elaine
was a
is not
pillar
dead.
of the community.
That's what they say about these serial killers.
Sincerely hope that Elaine, one, is not a serial killer, or two, has not been killed by a serial killer.
I'm sure
we would have
she's
heard
fine.
about it. I certainly would have.
I think I honestly probably would have, with the
Yeah.
amount of Survivor content that I consume.
The amount of Elaine content that I consume, I would have heard about it too.
The
My
one
mom-
season she's been on.
I love her.
My mom asked me to say something to you about Survivor, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it was.
Is Diane a Survivor fan?
Oh,
Yes.
I watched like all of the seasons up until I moved out of the house because she was such a huge fan.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't love it.
One time
Diane,
Is obsessed.
let's talk strategy. I just applied, so fingers crossed.
I don't know if she wants me to say this, but she has applied before.
Diane,
to
apply.
Survivor.
We won't tell anyone that we know each other,
Do it again.
and we'll have a secret alliance.
Yeah. But she told me to say
Can you
something
imagine if your
about
mom
it.
and I were on the same season
I will
of
lose my
Survivor?
mind. I would have to watch it then.
Can you imagine? And it's like,
Whoa,
play
because
it cool.
Cade would be gone for 6 weeks, so we may as well.
and also your mom would be
Yeah.
gone for
Yeah.
6 weeks
Oh gosh, what would I do?
without me and
With
your
all
mom.
my free time.
My two favorite people, my mom and Cade.
More like her favorite person and her least favorite person.
Stop that.
She loves you, and you know it.
But she told me to say something to you, and I can't. It was something about the next season is like. Did they announce where it is or something? I can't
I'm pretty sure
remember.
it's still in Fiji.
Okay.
I think the rumor is that either 46 or 47, which is, so this is season 45.
Okay.
So I think the rumor is like one of the next couple of seasons, their contract is up with Fiji.
Oh, okay.
And so they might.
That doesn't ring a bell. Maybe I'll text her, and if she texts me back in time,
that would
we
be
can talk
wonderful.
about it then.
But yeah, so I rewatched all of Island of the Idols last week, and then I started into one of my favorite seasons, which is Cook Islands.
Wait, is Island of the Idols where that guy was a creep to that girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ew.
And everyone was, but the part that I don't like the most about that is that then all of the girls were like, no, it was just part of the game. And I'm like, no.
She felt uncomfortable in that.
You cannot say I feel uncomfortable.
I don't.
He just didn't like he touched her a lot. He was just a touchy person, I think.
Like, what was it?
Like
just a couple of no, I'm just kidding.
Like,
not that.
No, he.
It was just like they would be
stuff?
standing there and he would just be like touching.
Yeah.
Which would drive me insane. I would lose my mind. But
well, yeah. If it makes you uncomfortable, it makes you uncomfortable.
Well, and I think she said so, and
she said so, and it like kind of kept going. But then a bunch of the other girls were like, "Yeah, we also don't feel uncomfortable," to the point that they like had to talk to this guy about it. And then when
they also do feel uncomfortable,
yes. And then when this other woman stepped in, this woman that was playing the game stepped in and was like, "Okay, if you guys are really that uncomfortable, we'll vote him out tonight." And they flipped on her and voted someone else out. And so then she was pissed. And I was like, you have every right to be pissed.
Yeah,
because
100%.
Then the girls were like, oh, it was just part of the game. And I'm like, you can't slander not part of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sexual harassment's not what
Survivor's
right.
Like it's one thing to lie about like he told me he was gonna line with this person or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a time and place.
But like
that is not the time.
There's a certain threshold
that you're saying he's
like
committing.
Really though.
That's like the same as being in a workplace environment. Right. Even though it feels different and it's probably more intimate.
It's a hard season to watch for a lot of reasons, and I should have picked a different season because it just gets me flustered every time. But then there's the delightful ray of sunshine that is Elaine.
She's the best of us. That's all.
But yeah, now I'm watching the Cook Islands, which is also problematic in its own ways, but it's delightful. It's the season where they separated the tribes initially by race. And which is kind of just problematic. I mean, it makes for some interesting strategy and gameplay.
When was this season?
I think it's season
1852.
No, I think it's season. Silly, silly girl.
You're like,
the television hadn't been invented yet.
Just your response was funny.
Philo T. Farnsworth hadn't invented the television yet.
Why do you know that?
Because there was a girl in my elementary school that was related to Philo T. Farnsworth.
Philo T. Farnsworth.
I think her name was Michelle.
Sorry, Michelle. I'm sure.
I was.
But she was related to Philo T. Farnsworth. So when everyone did their like, this is my hero day thing, like that was her hero, was her grandpa who invented TV. So we owe him a lot.
That's pretty cool.
He's my hero too.
Right?
I couldn't watch The Summer I Turned Pretty without him.
She texted me back. She said, did he see that every episode is going to be
90 minutes?
An hour and a half long.
90 minutes.
Wow.
Yes. Stoked. Just say that.
He's stoked.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I don't know that she knows what stoked means. We'll find out again.
When she texts me back and it says, Siri, what does stoked mean? But anyway, Survivor's a great show. Everyone should watch it. It's a lot of fun. Amen.
Amen.
Morgan, what's yours?
I love the book Jane Eyre. It's very problematic. Yeah, I'm aware. Okay. But I have watched like every TV and movie adaptation of Jane Eyre. I think I found the worst one. So that's my hyperfixation.
Is the worst film adaptation of Jane Eyre?
Yeah.
Which one is it? Not that I'll ever watch any of them, but
it's got the guy. Oh, God, let me just look it up really quick. It's terrible because Mr. Rochester is like the main love interest if you haven't read the book, and he's a terrible person. In every adaptation, he's not a good guy. He's super toxic. But in this one, I don't know why, but the writers and the actors have made him much worse.
Oh, no.
He's like...
I mean, I guess it's not like he was a good person and they made him bad.
Yeah, he was never like an exemplary character, but...
Have you ever read Jane Eyre?
No, but I did explain the entire thing to her once.
Okay.
She did.
She did a book report for you.
She did. She also once explained the entirety of The Great Gatsby to me.
I do love
Multiple
The Great Gatsby. Did you never read The Great Gatsby?
I did. Well,
did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I read it.
I think you dig the movie.
I read it last year, but I'd never read it when I was a kid. So last year when Morgan explained it to me, then I was like, okay, fine, I'll read it.
Fine.
And I read it last year.
Twist my arm.
Or actually it was this year. Yeah.
Okay,
February?
let's see.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
This actor is like not super popular. I don't know why. I thought he was the guy who Doc Ock in the Tobey Maguire movie.
Okay.
I thought he was that guy. He's not that guy. So don't besmirch his name like that.
I wasn't going to.
He's also a villain in that movie.
Yeah.
I would have you.
But it's not the same man.
Remember.
So it's okay. But let's see.
Oh boy.
Do not besmirch Doc Ock's name.
So it's I'm ignoring you. It's the Jane
Typical.
Eyre from 1997. It's terrible.
Okay. My sister's probably seen it.
I was very excited.
She's a big
watch
fan.
It. Yeah, because I like watching all the different adaptations. This one was particularly bad because like Jane Eyre, the actress who plays her, doesn't give her any like redeeming qualities. Like she's not that nice. She has like this dead fish stare. Like her eyes like
I would hate if someone said that about me.
Well, she should work on that.
I hate to
then.
break it to you.
Dang it.
You do not have a dead fish stare.
I would be so sad. I'm like,
but yeah, Mr. Rochester in it is so terrible. They gave him like this whole monologue he doesn't have in the book or any other adaptation where he's like, you just like, you're like a false woman and you just wanted to get married to me because...
A false woman?
Uh-huh. And he's like, you just wanted to get married to me because I am a Rochester and you wanted to be married to a Rochester, which is like not like...
I haven't heard anything about
famous.
it.
Yeah. And then he like...
I've never heard it before.
In this movie, he like drags her down to where he proposed to her and then...
Drags?
Drags. Like he's holding her arm and is like dragging her to where he proposed to her. And then he's like, you have to tell me right here that you don't want to be with me. Even though she's been saying it like this whole way there. She's like, I don't want to marry you. You're already married. And he's like, no, you have to
If
say
anyone
it
dragged
here.
me anywhere, I'd be like, yeah, I do not want to marry you.
If anybody even grabs my elbow, even like my dearest friends, my first reaction is to like get out of that. So like, I just, I don't want to be grabbed, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Relatable.
That's the only thing I can think.
Relatable content.
I haven't been really hyper fixated on anything. I've been too busy.
She's a girl. She's a professional.
Yeah, a working woman.
Sweet. Let's take a break.
A break.
Okay. My topic is superstitions and where they originated from.
Okay.
I am a little stitious.
Okay.
Not super.
So I want you guys to give a guess of what it means, and then I'll tell you what it actually means.
Oh, okay. I'm still not confident that I know what's happening, but okay.
I'll start with
Superstition.
So superstition. So like, for instance, knocking on wood. Where do you think that originated from?
Trees are...
I think the ants
Wood originates from trees.
I believe the ants were the first to knock on wood.
Finish. Trees.
You just said trees.
Easy. Trees.
Trees are important to pagans. And so they felt like if something was going to be cursed, they had to go knock on a tree.
Oh, okay. I kind of had a similar thought, but mine was a a cross. Like I, for some reason, had this vision in my head of like a poor town in like medieval Europe.
Okay.
And it's like there's this cute little church in the center of town, and there is a wooden cross with Jesus on it. Jesus. And that's like what people do is they go up and they're like, sorry, I had bad luck. I don't know.
I'm sorry that you gave me bad luck, Jesus.
And they knock on the wood and they're cured.
Hopefully we'll get better next time.
Well, because you knock on wood when it's like, oh, I hope that doesn't happen. Oh. So that's what I was thinking. Is they're like, oh, our crops. I hope our crops don't fail. Knock, knock. Thanks,
please, Jesus. Hello, are you in there?
Knock, knock.
Okay.
You've been up there for far too long.
Okay. The actual origins and even meanings of the phrase are as varied as the cultures
as the sands of the sea
which use it, with some suggesting roots in the Indo-European or Celtic belief that spirits good and bad resided in trees.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Trees.
It's like, where did knocking on?
As I said.
I know. Who could be either called upon for protection or chased away by knocking on their home.
Get out of here.
And others, particularly Christians, that was a rough word for me to get through, linking the practice to the magical power of the wooden crucifix. So you guys are both right. Oh my gosh,
we were both right.
I know.
Wow. Trees and crosses.
Trees and crosses.
Oh my gosh.
New podcast name.
Trees and crosses? What is it about? I have to know. I have to know everything.
Pagans and Christians.
Cool.
Two most important people.
Okay. And are you the pagan and I'm the Christian?
I think of the two of us, I'm more likely to be the pagan.
Don't say that. Your mom's watching.
Sorry, Mom.
Okay, next. Throwing salt over your shoulder.
It's like...
It's witches, for witches, right?
Yeah. Because it's like salt is purifying, so it's like to get rid of like the
bad spirit that's looming over your shoulder.
Oh my goodness, he's right there. Well, is it the devil on your shoulder? Like, get out!
You throw salt at him.
I'm making bad decisions. So get out of here.
Does it matter which shoulder you throw it over?
Yeah, you're supposed to throw it over your left shoulder.
Why?
I don't know that.
It's when you spill salt, right?
Yeah.
If you spill salt,
yeah, because I think spilling salt is like bad luck.
Yeah.
And so that's how you like offset the curse.
I only just started on my pagan teaching, so I'll have to get back to you on that.
You got no content for your podcast. Okay.
But you're going to listen every week, right?
Oh, absolutely. I listen to anything.
To Trees and Crosses.
I forgot the name of it.
Coming soon to a podcast near you.
Mom, make a mock-up of that shirt. She's been sending me mock-ups of all the shirts she wants to make for our podcast.
I love it.
Okay.
Keep it up, Diane. You're doing the Lord's work.
Perhaps the next most common superstition, at least in the West, involves tossing salt over one's shoulder. Like knocking on wood, the superstition also involves the idea of warding off evil. In this case, the devil himself in Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper.
In
Jesus
Leonardo
betrayer,
DiCaprio's.
Judas Iscariot is portrayed as having accidentally spilt the salt. I didn't know that.
That's why?
Really cool.
That's where it's from?
Yeah, since Judas was associated with doing something bad, the argument goes that...
So people are like, hey, Leonardo, great painting you just did. What's that?
What is that? What is that right there?
What is Judas Iscariot doing?
You scared me.
He's like, I don't know.
What are you doing?
I know.
Just wanted some salt to be on the table.
And throwing over your shoulder would blind the devil waiting there. So you were right too. The devil. I know.
Over your shoulder.
Yeah, so they associate Judas with like betrayal and like bad luck and stuff. So
we all do, I think.
Yeah,
me too.
I think that's something that we here at Trees and Crosses can...
Yeah.
We all have in common.
Both
Okay.
the crosses and trees are on the same accord. Go on.
No, you guys go ahead. Okay, so
no, keep going.
Walking under a ladder. What do you think it means?
Where do I think it came from?
Yeah. Or yeah.
I'm gonna say like Germany. Because they're
known for their ladders.
Well, I'm just trying to think of places where they built like castles.
Okay, that's smart.
Because I'm thinking like they would have to
everywhere.
build scaffolds to like build the walls, and so it'd be like, don't walk under the scaffold or we might drop a rock on you.
Fair
And
enough.
so that was the
that's
bad
what they would
luck.
say to people.
So that's where it originated from. Is like, don't walk under.
It's like
'cause
if you walk
things-
under it,
like there's
they're gonna-
clearly someone working. On
they're
the top
gonna
of the
drop
ladder.
a rock and
Okay.
it's gonna fall 600 feet off the top of this castle and kill you.
Dang. Okay, Morgan.
I do feel like it's something like that where
Construction
it's like
related.
it's literally just like a physical danger, and
Right.
then because it was like don't walk under ladders, it like became like a why like superstition.
They're like, I don't know.
I don't remember anymore. We don't drop rocks.
Okay, I'll
We
tell
don't
you.
have to cart rocks up ladders very much anymore.
Damn it.
So it's European / Christian, possibly Egyptian.
European / Christian, possibly Egyptian.
Yeah.
That is
They had
the title of my
biggest-
autobiography.
They had the biggest rocks to cart up the ladder.
Okay.
I have seen plenty of renderings that show one, the Egyptians were not doing the carting.
That's true. That's
It
fair.
was their slaves.
That's true.
Ooh.
I will agree
And
with you.
they
Just
were
once.
carting them like up ramps,
Oh yeah.
right?
But they did
I
use
wasn't there. I don't know.
they did use ladders
weren't?
because in the Prince of Egypt, just kidding, I don't know.
The
But they-
documentary.
They did though, because they were painting, right?
Yeah, they had to have ladders.
They
That
were
thing is
quite
huge.
tall.
They had to paint all those paintings of Zafna Panea.
Yeah,
I'm impressed by you.
that was a.
I
yeah.
am.
That was-
Okay.
You're impressed by me knowing Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat and Prince of Egypt.
Don't
Yeah.
tell me what I'm impressed with.
Say the name again.
Zafna
Zafna
Panea.
Say yours again.
Zafna Panea.
Say yours again.
Close enough.
The superstition of not wanting to walk under a ladder also has roots in Christian symbolism. The Holy Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit led to the association of number 3 with something sacred. The triangle, which is the 3 sides that came
Yeah.
to be regarded as sacred as well, and a ladder, of course, forms a triangle. So naturally, to walk under the ladder would destroy the sanctity of the Trinity.
Interesting.
Oh, so it's like breaking the triangle.
So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
don't break the triangle.
That's what they always. Oh, let's not do the Illuminati.
Anymore.
That's the triangle we can break.
Yeah. Okay. A broken mirror.
I'm gonna guess that this is also like paganish, because a lot of like spiritual kind of
Right.
things, like
The
like
reflection
mirrors are like
is-
portals to other worlds.
Right.
If you like shatter it, like maybe
You're disrupting the
Things
connection.
get let out.
Yeah, let out or get stuck in. Like people talk about how like if you stare in your reflection in the mirror
go
for too
insane.
long, you can switch spots with your reflection and be stuck there.
Like
forever.
the movie Us. Have you guys seen Us?
Yeah.
I
Us
just
is
watched it
Very scary. Carly wants to
a
watch
couple
it. We
weeks
should
ago.
watch it sometime.
We should.
It's so good.
It's very good. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna guess is that it's like it's bad luck because you might let something loose or get stuck.
I'm going to say it's because back in the day, they had to like, because mirrors, it's like glass and then there's like something on the other side to make it reflective, right? So I'm going to say that whatever they painted onto the glass to make it mirror was like toxic. And so breaking the mirror would like,
Release those.
could kill you.
particles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. The belief that a broken mirror brings bad luck most likely has its origins in the simple fact that reflections of ourselves are uncanny and
Or
often
spooky.
unnerving. So humans have long had bad associations with them. Take, for example, the Greek myth of Narcissus, or the idea that a crack in a mirror would somehow break its charm or trap one's soul. So you were close.
Spot on.
Very cool.
The trees take it.
Step on step on a crack and break your mother's back.
Oh.
It's clearly rooted in fact.
I've never stepped on a crack. I wouldn't know.
I would cry when I stepped on cracks because my mom's back was broken.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. When I used to work at the place with the little kids, there's 2 kids and their grandparents were raising them. And like they're walking outside and then the little girl's like, stop, you're gonna step on a crack and break grandma's back. And he's like, grandma's back's already broken because she had back problems, and he just keeps walking.
Like, awesome. So it's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, grandma's back's already broken. Okay, so do you have a guess?
Step on grandmother's back.
I feel like it had to be somewhere where the ground was like uneven. Or you had a risk of like...
And crackly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And crackly.
Crackly ground. Where will we find it?
You could never tell me. I could never know. You must keep it a secret.
In Egypt, they probably have a crackly ground.
Because
when the Nile
sand?
dries up. Or maybe Bavaria. I've heard they're not great.
Well, I wonder if it has to do
I'm winging it over here.
with stuff just being uneven because they didn't have like great tools to like make sure things were level. So cracks were dangerous because it like might be uneven. Because like this brick might be higher or lower.
Totally.
And so it's like, oh, you step on it and
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how moms are involved.
Me neither. But let's
why
learn.
Does my mother have to suffer because I'm
why must my mother suffer for my insolence?
Another superstition involving something cracked or broken being associated with bad luck is a superstition of stepping on a crack as foretelling or even causing harm to a family member. As with mirrors, cracks in the earth or on a sidewalk or almost anywhere have long been seen as portals to the realm of the supernatural for both good and evil.
You're trying to tell me the crack in the sidewalk is a realm to hell?
Yeah.
No, I ain't buying it.
Don't ask me if you're going to say no anyway.
Let's test it.
To step on those cracks might be to invite or release unwelcome spirits into the world ready to do one harm.
So it doesn't necessarily mean your mother's back will break. It's just saying like
a loved one
you step on this
bad
crack, you're releasing a demon. Don't step on a crack or you'll release a demon.
I know, yeah. It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
Flow quite as nice.
Okay.
Sure.
And all of those demons are headed straight for your mom.
And this is an African and European folklore.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Lucky pennies.
I think good old Honest Abe himself started that one.
Did he?
I don't know. That was his idea.
No, I'm going to say it's from... England? Didn't England have a penny?
Yes.
So I'm gonna say it was like back in the good old days of
when a penny actually meant something.
When a penny was worth anything. That it was like
that must have been in our lifetime.
It was like not enough money that rich people didn't care about it, but it was like enough money that poor people felt lucky when they found it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
March?
What pagan advice have you got for us today?
Tell us about the trees again.
If a tree hands you a coin, don't take it.
I'm gonna. What do you mean? That's the best time to take a coin.
I would for sure take it and be like, hey, a tree.
I would be like, this has got to be the luckiest penny of them all.
I'm like,
it came
first
from
of all,
a tree.
Trees have hands.
Grandmother Willow gave me this.
I love Grandmother
She
Willow.
is so precious. And
Grandmother
she's giving
Willow.
out pennies, apparently.
Grandmother Willow and the grandmother who turns into a manta ray, they're vibing.
Yeah, and Mama Odie is there being a nutcase. I love her. She's a vibe.
I love Mama Odie besides when she does this with the snake.
When she makes out with her snake.
Yeah, that's I draw the line.
It's
unfortunately.
a lot, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna guess that it's lucky because it's like a sign that the universe or good spirit. You're laughing, so I know it's not right, but I gotta keep going with it. That the universe or spirits are looking out for you. It's like a special sign to be like, boop, here's a penny. I'm thinking about you.
Don't spend it all in one place.
And we're like, thanks for this.
Here's a whole Abe Lincoln for you.
The idea that finding a penny could bring good luck also originates in folk beliefs. In this case, based on the idea that metal, regarded by many ancient cultures as quite valuable, was sent by the gods to protect those whom they favor. Pennies being made from metal, find them and you'll have good fortune. But be careful. Some say the luck could break either way. Huh?
Yeah, I always heard if it's face up, then it's good luck. If it's face down, then it's bad luck.
Oh, yeah.
So if you see a penny that's face down, you're supposed to put it face up so somebody else can have the good luck.
There you go.
And
I like
you
that.
don't get the bad
Karma,
luck.
pass it on.
That's what I've always heard. If you don't want to get the bad luck, you have to turn it the other way and leave it for somebody else to find it.
I like that.
And then if you're like Dory, it will still be you because you'll be like,
Because you'll forget.
Brilliant. Good job, guys. That's all.
That was a really, really good topic.
That was fun.
I loved it.
I'm glad
Let's
you
take a
guys liked
break.
it.
A break. And then there's a bunch of instruments. Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how it can be any better.
Then the
We'll
pie is...
travel hand in hand. Help me across the land.
I'm up here.
Marching band, 'cause nothing can stop us now. Now we know the whole thing. That was well worth the effort.
You have 1 week to learn the words.
Do you remember the pie goes in the train?
The pie goes in the train? Oh, on the ride.
Yeah, the pie goes in the train.
I was like, I have no idea what you're
That
talking about.
sounded like a really fun.
You were
like,
so
spy
nice
thing.
to me still. You're like, the pie goes in the train. I can't quite remember it. Explain
I have
it.
nieces and nephews, if you can't tell, which that's usually how they approach me, is they're like, Uncle Cade.
Uncle Cade. Uncade.
Uncade.
Like some random thing, and I'm like, yeah,
Like,
I
a pie
am
goes in
so
the drain.
sure.
I'll be talking to Lily and I'll be like, exactly, repeat what she says back, but then I'll be like
Right.
looking at Shawnee to be like, what did she say? Because I didn't know what she said. Anyway, do you have a topic for us?
I do. So there's a trend going around the internet that I don't know if you guys have seen.
A trend going on the
Where
internet?
a tramp going around the internet.
Oh.
Where they say men fall into one of 4 categories.
Oh wait, I was okay.
Have you seen
Yes,
this?
Yeah.
So every man is either a cross necklace,
Okay.
a
Okay.
puka shell necklace,
Okay.
a cross necklace that wants to be a puka shell necklace, or
Okay.
a puka shell necklace that wants to be a cross necklace.
Okay, can we define amongst ourselves what a cross necklace vibe is? What a
No, I want to get both of your
honest opinion.
honest opinions
Unfiltered.
without conversing. Like, we'll talk about why you chose the things you do and like what aspects of that person makes you feel that
Okay,
way.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to think like in my own brain what I would categorize. Okay, I got it.
You're locked in on all 4. That did not
Locked in.
take very long.
It seldom does. So ready to go. You know?
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of just one of those things where you're like, yeah, I think I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a vibe.
So first up is Zac Efron.
He is.
He's a puka shell trying to be a cross.
That's what I would say. Puka shell trying to be a cross.
That's what I also had, because I feel like he has like a good boy like
Yeah.
face,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but I don't feel like that's the real Zac. You know,
No, I think he's a bit of a whore.
a dirty boy.
Yes. If we're lucky. Just kidding. So sorry.
Zachary, I
He's not a piece of
apologize.
meat, Olivia. Okay. Yeah. So Puka to cross necklace.
Puka shell
He seems like he
to
has a past, you know?
yeah, but it feels like he tries really hard to like
He's a
portray
good boy. But I have a past.
good boy.
Okay, got it.
Adam Sandler.
I think he's just straight puka shell.
That's what I said too.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same.
I love him. If I ever got to meet him, I would just hug him.
I don't care for him that much, but
I love him.
He does give off strong puka shell vibes of just like
good boy.
Chill.
Yeah. So are you trying to say you won't watch Hubie Halloween with us?
I hate
I know you already
Hubie Halloween.
You told us that already.
So much. So much. Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh gosh. He is puka shell, but he's trying to be cross.
You think so?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was going to say the same.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like he's cross, but he wants to be puka shell.
No, he's good through and through. But he's like
puka shell doesn't necessarily mean bad to me.
It means good.
It's like a vibe. Oh, that's what you're saying. Do you think cross is bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
I
don't think we're on the same wavelength at all.
That's interesting.
So you're thinking cross is good boy.
No, I'm thinking cross is like a little more rigid.
Yeah, rugged.
And puka shell is more loose and free. Not necessarily referring to their morals. I'm talking about their life philosophy as like cross is like they're very purposeful and strict in the way they do things.
No way.
They play like adhere to the rules specifically.
Cross is bad boy.
Bad boy for
100%.
cross.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then puka shell's a sweetie boy that you just want to kiss on the nose.
But you had the same thought as me?
Yeah. 100%.
This is a classic male versus female gaze.
It kind of is, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
we were absolutely on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
because I didn't ever think of it as like good versus bad. Like I think you can be a good puka shell and a bad puka shell.
I think so too.
Because in my mind, it's more of like.
But I don't think I've met a good cross necklace. You know?
I definitely haven't.
Jeepers.
Have you? I mean,
I don't. If I'm going off of what the cross necklace is in my head, then yeah.
You've met a good one?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of a priest?
A man of the cloth.
I don't know.
What does that mean? Okay, next.
Eddie Murphy.
He's a cross.
So you think Eddie Murphy's a bad person?
No, he's not. I don't think he's a cross. I think he's maybe a puka wanting to be a cross. But he's
so
a
who?
puka.
Okay, before we proceed,
that's why I wanted to lay down the ground
Who
rules.
is a cross in your mind?
I don't know, like Ronnie from Jersey Shore.
Okay, I have so many questions.
Well, ask them. What better time?
Who is that?
James Corden.
He's a puka desperately trying to be a cross.
Desperately trying to be a cross.
Okay, I
his
agree
way
on that
over
one.
To the cross
He's
section.
like, please, I'm a cross, and everyone's like,
And we're
no.
like, classic puka.
Oh wait, no. I think, I think that's right.
Puka to cross.
To trying to be a cross, like that's just the vibe I get.
Yeah,
I
me
think-
too.
I think for me the difference between a puka and a cross is like a vibe. Like it's not it's not the morals, it's not
right. It's not like good boy versus bad boy.
Right. It's like
your philosophy on life.
Like when you were surprised that I said Eddie Murphy's a cross, it's because I think he's a badass. Like I don't think he's a bad person.
Wait a second.
See, you guys aren't even on the same page.
We're not.
I guess.
Because to me, if I saw a boy who was wearing a cross necklace, I would run the other way. 100%, no questions asked.
See, I feel like the guys
shooketh.
I don't know. Maybe I just have like two different ways that I think of these.
Because I thought we were on the same page, and then you threw a curveball with Eddie Murphy. Because like to me, he's like a sweet, funny guy. So I'm like, that's puka shell. To me, that's not cross in any regard.
But I don't know. Yeah, we must have a different view of that.
Yeah, I don't think y'all are on the same radar.
Could you picture Eddie Murphy wearing a puka shell necklace? No. Could you picture him wearing a cross? Yes.
That's what you're going off of?
No, but that's not where I'm at either. Because it's the vibe. It's the vibe that I get from the person. Johnny Depp. This one's easy.
He's cross.
Cross for sure.
Yeah.
We can at least agree on that.
Okay.
And would I run the other way? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Yes.
I would love to hang with Johnny.
I would love to hang with him. I wouldn't love anything more. You know?
I would hope he wasn't on anything when we were hanging out.
I know. I'd be scared a little.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, Johnny. You know what you did.
And what you didn't do. So,
We
two
don't
sides of the same coin.
Cut from the same cloth.
Michael Jordan.
I don't know much about him. I did watch The Last Dance.
Last Dance was so good.
It is very good. I want to say maybe cross trying to be a puka.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Okay, so maybe we are kind of on the same.
I think
Kinda.
we're just describing
there's
these
overlapping.
differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't say so?
Just cross through and through.
Yeah, I think
I just don't know
he's
him.
solidly in the cross camp, but I think he's like, no, I'm a chill guy. I'm fun. That's why I
he's
say
a chill guy. Like he's
no.
way
I don't
too
think he
competitive.
is. I don't think he is. That's what I'm saying.
He's trying.
I don't think
to
he
be.
tries to portray that either. Like
You don't think so?
I think he wants to come across as being a bully. He's so competitive. He wants to mentally put you out before it even starts.
See, that's where you and I like bad boy versus good boy. See, you just said it. Gotcha.
We're literally
She's
all
trying.
saying
She's
the
trying
same
to
thing.
psychologize
We're
you.
We are.
No, because Cade
Like we're
saying.
saying different things, but we're all seeing the same way.
Morgan
'Cause
threw a curveball with Eddie Murphy. What? Next.
Miles Teller. I feel like there is a solid answer here.
Puka.
Puka.
Straight up Puka.
I was gonna say a puka trying to be a cross.
Interesting. What do you have to say?
I'll say Puka cross.
Interesting.
What do you say?
See,
Did you say cross?
I think he's a cross trying to be a puka.
I think he's too nice.
No, I think
I still don't understand like what nice or mean or bad has to do with any of it.
it just
I don't
does.
know.
It
I
just
can't
does.
explain it.
I really can't explain it.
I haven't got the words.
Okay.
Hi, Carly girl.
Harry Styles.
Puka.
Cross to Puka, probably.
You think he's a cross trying to be a puka?
When his hair was long, he's cross. Now, Puka.
I do not understand.
Okay.
Do you know enough about Harry Styles to feel like you can make a judgment?
What do you think? Puka
I
through and
don't.
through?
I don't think it matters how much I know. I'm just going to peg him as a cross.
No, he is not a cross.
He was. He was
But I think deep down he wasn't.
We
If
don't
anything,
know.
I would say he's a puka. He was a puka trying to be a cross back then. But I think he is 100% puka.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So Puka,
Like-
yes, because like
I don't think he was a cross. I think he was a puka trying to be a cross, and then he was like, "Nah, this ain't it."
Yeah, so he's back to Puka. I'll get behind that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure.
Morgan's like, I don't know. Please ask me about someone I care about and
Okay.
know.
I know of him.
I love
know
Harry
of
Styles.
him.
I've heard his name once or twice.
Kanye West, easy
Cross.
cross.
But I
Okay.
mean that in the most derogatory of terms.
Disrespectfully cross.
And he's never once tried to be a puka.
Not even once.
No, the thought has never even crossed his mind.
He put on a mad facade for Jesus is King, that album, for being a Puka,
Yeah.
and then
But it was all
gone.
A sham.
It was all a sham. Chris Lyman, if you're watching, you know what he did. He loves Chris Lyman. Well, Chris Lyman loves.
I was like, they know each other.
No, he loves Kanye.
Yeah. Well, he's been replaced, so.
Kanye's been replaced or Chris Lyman?
Well, maybe both.
I was like, I personally haven't replaced Chris Lyman. I love him.
Okay. Each of the Jonas brothers. So Kevin, Nick, Joe.
Kevin is Puka.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Joe is...
I agree with you on Kevin. We'll see.
Joe is Puka trying to be cross? Kind of?
Okay. I
And
don't
then-
think that's wrong. I would also put him pretty solid in the Puka camp.
Maybe.
I think in
I
his
think if-
younger
I
years he
think-
was trying to be a cross at least.
That's what I think,
but that's
too.
where I think if any one of them is Puka trying to be cross, it's Nick.
Yeah. Nick is a sweetie baby.
Like hardcore Puka trying to be cross.
Switch that.
No way.
Do you think he's a cross trying to be a
Puka?
Puka? No.
No. I think he's a Puka trying to be cross.
I mean, like,
And he's not. You know?
Yeah.
We see right through it.
Like
Right.
the
It's
Summer
like
of Song.
no.
Yeah, you're a
all
Puka boy.
Pukas.
Yeah.
All of you,
Every
Joe Bros.
last one of you Jonas brothers.
But he's like he like tries to be the hard one.
Yeah, and he's not.
And he's not.
Which we
But you think the opposite?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like when I pick out the hard one of the Jonas Brothers, I think of Joe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all Pukas.
Interesting.
They're all just so dirty.
I think Joe tried really hard to be cross for a while.
Yeah, and then he's like, it ain't me.
It's like Harry Styles,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like,
Yeah, they're
Nah,
very
fam.
similar. Yeah, I would say.
like I cannot be a cross because I am a Puka.
Okay.
Okay, just a couple more. Chris Hemsworth, Chris
Puka.
Evans,
He's Puka through and through.
Oh, we're doing all of the
Chris Pratt,
Chris's?
all of the Chris's.
Okay, so Chris Evans is a cross.
A
Hard,
cross,
hardcore.
a cross who sometimes, when it benefits him, tries to be a Puka.
So,
he's
but
not.
a cross.
But not often. Like I think he's solid in the cross camp.
Yeah, and then
Especially
Puka,
nowadays.
or Chris
And Puka is a Puka.
Chris Pratt, I think, is solid cross.
Yeah.
Also,
What? Oh, Chris Pratt.
Chris
Really?
Hemsworth is pretty solid Puka to me. Wait, did
No,
I say Chris Pratt was a cross?
Chris Hemsworth
You
is
said
a
Chris
solid
Pratt is a
Puka.
cross.
That's and I mean that.
Interesting.
And then-
I would put him as a cross trying to be a Puka.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
He tries to be America's sweetheart.
and he's
But he
not.
ain't.
But we already
Yeah,
have some
but
of those.
yeah, and that's Chris Hemsworth. He's the America's sweetheart.
Even though he's Australian.
That's fine.
Hi, Megan. You tried so hard to sneak in. I called you out. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm happy you came back from book club.
Why didn't they carpool?
I don't know.
Did they not go to the same book club?
I don't have the answer for that, but I would like to hear your next question.
I'm sorry for asking impossible questions.
Yes.
Did we do Chris Pine?
Oh, and Chris Pine. He was the fourth one. Sorry.
He's a
I had a list.
He's a
Puka. Trying to be a cross.
He's a cross.
I think Puka trying to be a cross.
Yeah, that's what I would say. There's cross in him for sure.
Yeah,
He's got some cross in him.
He does.
Okay, I only have two more. Are you ready?
I'm scared.
Trent and Cade.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I won't forget anything you said about crosses or Pukas.
No, I think in your souls you're both Pukas. I don't think either of you are crosses. Like I would say both of them are Puka.
Yeah.
That's what like different kind of Puka. Like one's type of shell, one's the other. Right?
What?
There's multiple shells, right? So Cade's one type of shell, and then Trunt's another shell. Trunt.
the Trunt Bowl.
Yeah, but I don't think any of you guys have cross in you. That's a nice way to
Interesting.
say.
Maybe when you were younger, you tried to be crosses. I don't know.
I don't know your life. Get
But
Ma Shan on the
I've
phone.
only
We can
seen
ask
the
her.
Puka side.
I've only seen the Puka.
I've only ever seen Puka from you two. You guys are screaming Puka.
That's our band name, Screamin' Puka.
There you
That's
go.
a fun band name.
Yeah, I don't think either of you, give cross vibes. What would you say about us? I know it's for men, but what would you say?
I don't think we can.
What?
I was going to say the vibe doesn't feel right. Like there's got to be something different.
For women.
Maybe you guys think about it and one of you
That's a
plays
good
it
idea.
next time with girls.
Yeah.
What do we think?
My brain is like Barbie or Wednesday.
I know.
Or
Well,
Barbie trying to be Wednesday Addams.
Yeah.
You two.
But you could answer.
Barbie trying to be Wednesday.
That's what I was going to say. Is that's literally both of you, I think.
Yeah.
You think Barbie trying to be Wednesday?
You're probably more straight Barbie. And I think you are Barbie trying to be Wednesday Addams.
I think Jackie tries to be Wednesday sometimes.
No, not. No. I mean, she wears black a lot. But
You can't just go off what colors we
no,
wear.
but that's what I'm saying. Is like that. That's why I say. I think Jackie
Like, what
is
part of me
full
screams
Barbie.
Wednesday?
The clothes you wear.
Okay, fine.
You were born on a Wednesday.
Anjay told us.
That's right there. No, but I don't know. Like Puka and Cross doesn't feel right.
Okay, but
For a
Barbie
girl.
and Wednesday.
Barbie and Wednesday, I think.
'Cause they're both
Which I
good
think
people.
you're solidly a Barbie and you are a Barbie trying to be Wednesday. Which is not a judgment. Like that's the reason I
love
like
both
it
of
is I don't
them.
feel like any of it is a judgment.
You're
So-
a Barbie in your soul, but you're Wednesday on the outside. That's what I would say.
Wednesday in the streets, but a Barbie in the sheets.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was a lot for me to take it.
Maybe put that on your
Shut up
little
before I
signboard.
fall in love with you. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, so take that information into the world. Ever since I heard about it, I feel like every person I've come in contact with, I have been putting them into a category.
Yeah, give it a couple weeks. I'm sure they'll come up with a girl one.
I'm sure there is one. We just have to
Maybe
find
that's
we'll
what
find it, and
we
then
need
we'll
to start
do that.
it.
I know Wednesday
Okay.
versus Barbie. Is
I think
is that the
I think
vibe?
that's it.
Yeah.
That is a similar vein.
I feel like
I
though
feel
that's
like-
tricky because it's more aesthetic wise. Like the Puka versus Cross, it's not aesthetic.
It's the vibe.
It's the vibe.
I know. And then when I say if you're
What if-
good,
what if we
you're
said-
Puka. If you're cross, you're bad.
What if we said
So, and that
like,
doesn't really play for Wednesday and Barbie.
barrette versus hair tie?
Okay.
Who's the bad one?
There's not a bad one
No,
though.
that's there is though. That's how I feel about it. It's like
Because
you
when
guys
when I think of barrette, I think barrette is cross necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Hair tie is puka shell.
Hair tie or scrunchie?
Well, I mean, yeah.
barrette.
Either
What
way.
do you mean by barrette?
Like the
The
things that
hair
you
clip.
clip in.
Sometimes they have a
Who
butterfly
wears
on
those
them.
anymore?
No one.
Okay.
But also
so then no one is that.
Only Betty White is a barrette.
no, but like when I think of, okay, so let's take
It'll be
an
blouse
example
or spaghetti
and let's look
strap.
at in the movie Legally Blonde.
Okay.
There's the mean girl, Valerie or Veronica. What's her name?
Something with a V. I don't know.
Vic.
She's a
Vicky.
barrette.
Yeah.
Elle Woods is a hair tie. Does that work or no? Do you get what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah.
necessarily that they wear that. It's the
Okay,
vibe.
so then what would we be?
I think
We just said
you are a
barrettes
hair
the
tie.
bad guys.
Okay.
Barrettes, but it's not bad. That's what I am trying to express to you both. Cross necklace
And we don't
or
wanna
puka
hear
shell
it.
is not bad. Just like barrette or hair tie
There's
is
a
not
clear bad one.
It is a clear bad one.
And
Okay.
I think that you are more barrette.
He's
Trying
saying I'm like
to
the
be-
woman whose name starts with
Trying to be a hair tie.
I am bad trying to be good.
Thanks for watching, everyone. This
Like
has
and
been our final
subscribe.
transmission.
I'm quitting. No.
Because you can't understand that I'm not saying good or bad.
But you compared a barrette to a bad girl.
You compared a cross to a bad guy.
So
I
We
don't-
didn't say
That's
that
what I
either of you were
think.
crosses.
I don't know how to explain it anymore.
Oh my
well, we'll figure it out.
I'll write you an essay.
Wish you would.
Like, is it like maybe it could be shoes, like
Like-
Converse
Or heels.
versus heels, or
God.
is it like Jesus sandals versus something? You know, because I
Mm.
feel
We'll workshop it.
we will. Okay. Anyway,
We're going to come up with
Bikini
the
versus
next
cocktail
viral
dress.
sensation.
bikini versus cocktail dress. Those
Two-
are two different
two-
types.
I wear
Two-piece versus
neither of
one-piece
those
swimsuit.
things.
Woof. Okay, we're.
Two-piece versus one-piece swimsuit. That is the vibe that we're going for.
I
That's
would
not
want to be one
what
piece
it is.
swimsuit vibe because that's probably fun. They play mermaid. You can't be in a bikini horsing around. Am I right, ladies?
I wouldn't know. I've never worn one.
You wear one pieces all the time.
How embarrassing.
Yeah.
His short. One piece.
Do you get it, Morgan?
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching.
Comment down below what we should call the female version of Cross versus Puka.
We need help.
And tell me why it's not a barrette versus hair tie.
I feel like Brett versus hair tie is pretty solid.
No.
I liked Barbie versus Wednesday.
Yeah, that kind of works. Okay. Love you guys. Morgan's Instagram is
Mo Jarman.
More Jarman.
If you want more Jarman,
follow her on Mo Jarman. I'm Jackie. Miss Jackie Charlotte. Cade is Cade.Larson. Trent is Trent W Photo. Follow us on No Bummers Pod. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on No Bummers Pod on TikTok.
We are No Bummers. Thank you. Good night.
Rock on.
Here I am.
Don't.